Yo, what's up, everybody? So I am on the way to LA to see a go-go Gadget Abbott. So the Fenix Flow Dragon's gonna meet the Gadget Abbott to talk about electrifying the Gran Turismo. On the way, I'm gonna go pick up us some brisket sandwiches over at Bristol Farms, and then we're gonna have a lunch and a lunch meeting, and we're going to get to how we are going to electrify the Maserati. All amazing. I made it to Newport Beach to the Bristol Farms. Bristol Farms, time to go get brisket sandwiches for me and Gadget. Yow! Got the brisket sandwiches and also the dark chocolate chip cookies. Now to get to Go-Go Gadgets. So I've officially made it to Watts, which is a little sketchy, but this is where his warehouse is, and we're gonna be pulling up and showing up at 1:11 p.m. More synchronicity. Stay tuned. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Phoenix, and we have landed at Left Coast EV with the one and only all-amazing Gadget Abbott. Hey, Gadget.
How you doing?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having us today. Gadget has been in the game for how long?
Almost 2 decades now.
So, way over 2 times mastery in turning vehicles into electric vehicles, repurposing them into all electrics. The Gadget has all the cool things in here. He's working on turning a Beamer into an electric vehicle. He has a DeLorean that he turned into an EV, which is all amazing.
Now what makes this DeLorean really interesting is when you push the remote, the license plate moves to the side and there's your charge port. It's underneath the license plate.
Oh, that's cool. That's like some James Bond stuff. Yeah, it makes me think of The Wedding Singer. It makes me think of Back to the Future. And so this is 100% EV DMC DeLorean, and it's super quiet, and it blows doors.
It does.
How much horsepower does this thing have?
Yeah, this one's about 360.
360 horsepower.
And I think they had 120.
120 when they came out. So that's 300% more power and 100% torque vectors. So this thing scoots.
It does, and you have to be careful because like coming around the corner, it's so easy to just throw it into it, spinning the tires and drifting.
So throwing out the back end on EVs is real easy. You have to have good tires.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this is that big fatty's in the rear. So I've got a guy who's interested in, he's gonna let me remake the frame so I can put Model 3 suspension on the rear. Right now the car has 15-inch and 14-inch rims. I'm gonna take it to 22 or 20 and 18-inch rims so I can keep all the big Tesla brakes on it. With the low aspect ratio tires, they actually end up being the same diameter as this. Car looks the same with less rubber. And the 45 series tires handle a lot better than these old 60s.
Right.
So yeah, that's good.
That's the whole thing about resto modding, is it's keeping the integrity of the original car and then increasing all of its internals and its components. And
well, in this car,
electric is the future.
There's a little teeny camera there right behind the door. There's one on each side. When you hit the turn signal, that comes on. You've got no blind spots.
Oh, that's cool. I want that on this car.
Yeah.
I want no blind spots on this car as well.
Yeah.
And a security cameras. So when you lock it, it turns on the internal security system.
Right. So someone comes up to key your car, you nail
You
it.
know exactly who they are. Yeah, exactly. And then he's also working on a Porsche. We gotta do a EV exotic with a slant nose, with like a 80s slant nose Porsche, like a wide body 80s slant nose.
The 944, that guy he lives out in Arizona and he has like a dozen different Porsches out there.
Yeah.
So this is the first one, then he wants me to do some of the other ones.
That's great. Yeah, and here's a Speedster, one of his older projects.
Yeah, this was my daily driver 10, 12 years ago.
This thing needs some love and a new image.
This poor thing has seen different motors, different batteries. It was my mule for trying out new parts.
That's great.
And now it's like, okay, I'm just gonna get you back to a nice drivable car and stop using you.
And let somebody use her for a daily.
Yeah, yeah. because this thing is fast.
It looks beautiful.
It's old school in that it has an electric motor on the transmission, which I don't do anymore. I managed to take that motor, which normally puts out 120 horsepower. We've cranked it from 500 amps to 800 amps, and so now it will pin you to the seat. It has eaten its third transmission already.
Oh man.
Or it's on its third.
So it doesn't need any more power, is what you're saying?
No, but
you're already burning through transmissions.
Yeah, it eats them.
So cool. And he has a bunch of like 30s, 40s, and 50s cars is his preference, and then other people bring their electric projects that have gone awry for him to fix. So he does all that too, and then
yeah, that's how I've been learning what products are needed in the market, because I'm looking at that 911. They started it in 2021, and it's not done yet. And I'm seeing all the things that people have come up against. It's like, okay, how do I make a kit where they don't have those problems? And that's have it all pre-wired.
Yeah.
You just bolt it in, hook it up.
So right now, 1990s, early 2000s, 996 Porsches are very undervalued. They call them the ugly Porsche, right?
Yeah.
So now's the time to buy those and to provert them into electrics, because another 10 years, people aren't gonna feel that same way anymore. Same thing about the Maserati Gran Turismo. What we're gonna do with the Gran Turismo is gonna bring up the value of Gran Turismos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna get them while they're cheap. We're gonna do a really, really fun build series, so I'm really excited.
Like what I did in 944, I built a cradle that bolts to the existing frame, and it holds the Tesla small drive unit, and it takes the stock axles.
It's
ready
amazing.
to go.
Because it hooks up to the drive shaft.
Yep. The drive unit is just in there.
Okay.
So it's the whole drive unit, and the half shafts fit right on it. In fact, most Porsches and Volkswagens, the space between the differential faces is the same as the Tesla.
Oh, wow.
I can put that in a whole bunch of like 911, the 924, 944, Volkswagen bus.
Cool.
And
does the big motor fit, or just the small?
It has the same mounting points.
Oh, okay.
So
they can have a 350 horsepower, like
or a 650.
650. That's awesome. I mean, the 911 Turbo right now puts out about 600 horsepower.
We put a large drive unit in a Fiero, and it was funny, scary. Like you're halfway across the intersection and you just decide to goose it, and the whole car goes. It just floated. It just like you feel the tires opening up and the whole thing lifting and going sideways. Like, okay, let's back off now.
Fun.
It's too much.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like we're gonna have a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's my favorite thing to do, is have lots of fun and create cool stuff.
What I love is when I get a project that has a great story.
Yeah.
So this 3-door Volkswagen bus, the guy inherited it from his dad, and his dad passed away.
Wow.
His dad used to take him to the beach, taught him how to surf and everything. He now takes his kid to the beach. He goes, I want an electric so I can take my kid to the beach on an electric bus. That's cool. So they bought it new, and it's still in the family. That's cool.
You guys know from watching the channel that Dennis with Cherdak, he turned this into a viral resto mod car from Copart. And so it is on its second life right now, and it's about to have its third incarnation now with the help of Gadget and with Left Coast EV. So that's pretty exciting, because this is already a viral car that has over 4 million views. Now we're gonna turn it into the first EV exotic that's gonna set the tempo for what we do with the rest of this company, which is to create exotic electric vehicles. We get to take what you've been doing and start bringing it into the higher echelon of car culture. And that's where you belong with all your experience. So,
yeah, the high-end stuff.
So he gets to do what he's been doing, and then he also gets to jump on board with this project, and it's just a win-win situation. I couldn't be happier. So
that's the level of car that I've always sort of aspired to get to.
You know, here it is. It drove into your shop today.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to do a lot of other cool stuff too. We're going to stabilize, and then we're going to collaborate, and you guys are just going to love this, so make sure you stay tuned. Right?
Yeah, we went from golf cart batteries and forklift parts to now we get to use parts out of Teslas and really make some great cars.
You know, funny enough that you just said that, because the current project is the EVE Maserati Gran Turismo, where we want to mate as many components from the Tesla Plaid platform into the Maserati.
And that is going to be amazing.
Yeah, all amazing, in fact. and he's literally the guy for the job. This is an official invitation for collaboration between Left Coast EV and EXPTIC. What do you say, Gadget?
I'm in. I am totally in.
Oh, well then that means we just got a go-go Flow Dragon Gadget.
Yay.
Yay. What's next?
Well, it's going to be a step up because I've been taking these Volkswagen buses and making them, 300 horsepower plus, but going to an exotic is going to be really fun.
Right, and going for 1,000 plus horsepower and beating both Maserati and Tesla at their own game sounds kind of fun, huh?
Yeah, it's super fun.
I think you were telling us a little bit earlier that we need to go take some measurements on a Model S.
Yes, of the battery pack and see, how that's going to fit. And then it's the point where we just start taking the Maserati apart and I start scanning everything and figure out how we fit it together.
The cool thing about that is if we are not using the Maserati subframes and complete suspension and engine and transmission, those components are worth upwards of $35,000. We're going to be able to sell those and use those to be able to pay for the project as well.
Yeah, free car.
Yeah, free car, exactly. Because the car originally was $15,000, guys, and I'm putting $15,000 into the carbon fiber series, and then we're gonna get all that money back plus some, and we also have some cool ideas of how to generate income in order to fuel this project as well. It is getting pretty exciting pretty quickly. I feel like the stars are aligning and we have divine alignment, divine timing, and divine order. Now is the time. So let's get this project going. Our goal is to get both Left Coast EV and EXPTIC to the Electrify Expo 2025 with all of our products.
Right, this time next year.
Yeah, so one in just under a year, 51 weeks.
51 weeks.
And you're going to be seeing a weekly update video of the carbon fiber series, and then we're going to start working together with Gadget on the Electrify series, and then we're doing the interior series, and then we're taking this thing to car shows, and then we're doing quarter mile, half mile racing with it, and we're also doing circuit racing for lap record times with this car. Just the beginning of more to come. Thanks for having us today, brother.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, man. And you guys, you gotta stay tuned because there's just more exciting things that are gonna happen. So we're gonna keep going with the carbon fiber series, and then we're gonna be dropping off the Maserati Gran Turismo to Mr. Gadget, and then we are going to go Gadget the EVE Maserati Gran Turismo. Yeah, this is awesome. All right, brother. Well, guys, that's it. We got the negotiations started, and this partnership and alliance is now official. So stay tuned. Remember to smash and hit that subscribe button and to hit the bell icon so you don't miss another movie. I'm also going to put some links to Gadget's channel.
Left Coast EV.
We're going to put the link to Left Coast EV, and you guys should absolutely go start following Gadget too, because he is just the master of all the EV pro version technologies and DIYs and helpful tips. Make sure to not only follow EXPTIC, but also to follow Left Coast EV. All right, guys, love, light, and gratitude. Peace.